On occasion, customers ask baristas to prepare their drink in a way that is impossible to achieve. What is the request, and what protocol does the barista use to keep their customer happy?
Tickling something in the back of my head. I've definitely heard of like impossible requests, and I cannot remember any more details other than thinking, oh, that's really clever.
Have you ever made coffee before, Tom, for a Saturday job or?
No, I haven't. I'm not much of one for coffee.
I mean, if you think it's something really clever, then my idea, which was asking for so many extra things to be added to the drink that it no longer fits into a cup, doesn't sound particularly clever, and it's probably not that.
Oh, but some folks who have the Starbucks app do that. I've seen baristas complaining about that online. There was a Starbucks thing for a while where every drink you ordered gave you like tokens towards a free drink. But it didn't matter if you just ordered a cheap filter coffee, it gave you the token, or something like that. And eventually it would just give you a free drink of basically any description, and people would just add so much into it just for quote unquote comedy value, and not worrying about angering the food service employee, that you literally couldn't fit all the sugar into a cup.
Talking of comedy value, so a lot of people don't like when Starbucks asks for your name. So people then came up with the joke of creating a name of a realistic sounding but fake drink. So they'd ask for a drink which doesn't exist, and they had to make them a drink anyway. It's not a fake name drink. I know that's a thing apparently.
I really hope this isn't a people being rude to employees question. This is an employees getting the better of someone question, I hope.
Yeah, so I mean, I will say that this is something that I used to make coffee in restaurants and various coffee shops, and it is quite an annoying request. It is not specific to a particular chain. It's annoying everywhere that this request is made, and it's not to steer yourself away from the idea of apps or loyalty cards.
Okay. Is it to do with secret things that don't appear on the menu, like Starbucks have a secret size cup which they don't advertise? No,
it's to do with it. It's a very common request.
Is it to make a drink for like your baby or your dog or something? It's like unusual.
Despite never being a barista, I have weird barista knowledge in the back of my head, it turns out. And there's definitely a thing where you're like, again, this is big corporate chains who have policies for such things. You are not allowed to order caffeine for kids or extra hot stuff for kids because it might burn them. Or someone orders a child's drink in order to get it cheaper, and the barista is not allowed to heat it beyond a certain temperature, so it's not that good a drink. There's something
in that, yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in the back of my head that keeps being dug out despite never having coffee experience and barista experience, and I've definitely seen a barista complain about this somewhere.
Is it, when you say something that is impossible, is it impossible within the rules, or is it physically impossible?
It would break the laws of physics if this request was achieved.
Okay.
Literally, yeah.
Okay. So like something that's hot and cold at the same time, or...
We require a four-dimensional coffee served in a Euler jug.
All the time, yeah.
Is it something like a hot iced coffee or something like that? Because let me explain. There's a thing I found in New Zealand, which is like an iced chocolate, which is like you make cocoa as if it's going to be hot cocoa, and then you pour it over ice. And outside New Zealand, that is just a confusing request to people.
It is. I will say that you can do it to several different kinds of drinks, but you're kind of probing around the right area.
What it feels like we keep going around like temperature.
You're so nearly there.
We keep going on this, and it's you said laws of physics. So is there? It's not like they're asking for an iced hot drink or something.
It's like a hot coffee with an ice cube in it, which would not survive.
I think that it's a lot more simple and really, really common.
Are they asking for it like? Can you make it extra hot? And what they mean by that is they're like above 100 degrees Celsius. Can you boil it? Really?
Yes, that's it. So the first part, you've got your 50% of the way there. It's asking for an extra hot drink because things are served boiling. It's physically impossible to make anything hotter. So so you've got the first half right. So that's the request. But what protocol does the barista use to keep the customer happy?
How do you convince someone the drink is extra hot without actually breaking the laws of physics?
This is a real bone of contention for me because coffee is made in a different way to tea, believe it or not. And I was at an event at a science festival several years ago with someone from like Taylor's of Harrogate who make Yorkshire tea, like an expert tea brewer, who explained that when you make coffee, you need the water to be 90 degrees, not 100 degrees. But when you make tea, you need it to be 100 degrees.
Yes.
And it's why so often if you go to a coffee place and they just use the coffee machine to make the tea is less good. Because it doesn't brew as well. And this is a thing that I'm frequently angry about for no reason. But yeah, so the coffee is usually not quite 100 degrees. But yeah, I guess if people want it to be hotter than 100 degrees, they're not going to get that. If you serve it in the form of a gas, just like, here is your plasma, your vaporized coffee.
Here's your suggestion of coffee. Yes.
So does that mean they normally serve coffee at 90 degrees, and if you ask for extra hot, you get 95, so they can never max out at 100?
No, the way that question's phrased, it feels like the barista is doing a trick or something that convinces the customer.
They put a label on saying, this is definitely extra hot, on
Yeah.
the little sticker on the side.
Yeah, I can confirm the barista doesn't treat the drink any differently to usual. The drink is unchanged.
But they offer it to them like with the lid off so you can see the steam so it looks hotter, or...
They put 2 of the cardboard things round the cup just to really convince people that you can't... Or they don't use the cardboard thing, so they just burn themselves.
You're almost there. You're almost there. You're dancing around.
Oh.
They deliberately spill a bit. No.
Oh my gosh, it's so
That's how
hot.
to get yourself sued, isn't it? Yeah.
I was going to say McDonald's had a lawsuit about that.
Yeah, did they just have to hand it over going, ooh, this hot,
Acting. Yeah.
just like really act like they're holding a hot object. Is it really not like not put the cardboard sleeve on? Because that would be incredible if that was sufficient, that people take it and they're like, oh, it's really hot. Oh, do you want a cardboard sleeve? Yes, I'll give you a cardboard sleeve.
It's not the answer I have here, but I would say it's this very similar psychological trick.
So the size of the cup, or the shape of the cup, or a cup without a lid, or...
You guys are thinking about it being a takeaway. If you were to have the coffee in...
They make you sit in a warmer part of the coffee shop. So you feel...
Did they heat the mug first?
Yes! Yes, it is. Yeah. Well done, Katie. Yep, so customers sometimes ask for an extra hot tea or coffee. Since it's already made with boiling water, it physically can't be made any hotter without turning it into steam. So to keep the customer happy, they use a psychological trick. They will heat up the mug handle by placing it in boiling water so that the customer believes that the drink is hotter than it is. Kieran, the sender of this question, says, I am regularly asked this in my job as a bartender barista. This is the protocol at all the places I have worked.
The Lateral book is out now. Just click on the link to get your copy.